Hey guys, what's up? I'm Paul. I'm a fourth year medical student from Germany, and today I want to talk to you about study routines, my personal study routine, which helped me really to improve my study game and my grades. In the beginning of med school, I wasn't really doing good. I was really struggling with how to study and when to study. And yeah, over the years, I think I managed to establish a pretty good study routine, which I'm going to share with you guys today. And yeah, just give you my personal tips and recommendations. So, number one, very important, study environment and study setup. So, I think you can study in the library or study at home as long as you have a room where you can really focus on study in peace without getting distracted or disturbed by other people. Also, important, I think, is try to keep your desk clean and tidy so you're not getting distracted by random stuff laying around you. Make sure that you have good lighting and get yourself some water, and also, I would definitely recommend getting yourself some noise canceling headphones to really get into focus mode. I use white noise like rain sounds for my study mode, but you can, of course, also try out lo fi sounds or classical music, whatever feels best for you. Also, very important, put your smartphone far away. Put it out of your reach, out of your sight, or just put it in a completely different room. Point number two, calendar. I think it's really important that when you first start preparing for an exam or whatever, first thing that you want to do is write down all your deadlines, your exam dates, your mandatory classes. So just everything that you already know of, write it in your calendar. Also try to include like personal appointments, doctor's appointments, vacations, just everything, put it in one calendar. I use Apple calendars. You can also use Google calendars, whatever feels best for you. I think it's just important that it's a calendar which you can access from all your devices whenever, wherever you are. So then you got a rough overview of how your weeks and months are going to look like until the exam. You can start planning a little bit how many study hours you can put in every week. So when you think about your available days, also it's very important always plan in some buffer days because yeah, in life there's always the unexpected and you get sick, you have to go somewhere, whatever. So I would always plan in at least 7 to 14 buffer days. Third, to-do list. So I got two types of to-do lists, a long-term and a daily to-do list, meaning in the long term, I put in all the tasks and everything I need to cover until the exam. And over time, I just check all the boxes. And then the other one I do every day. The first thing when I start studying, I put in to do for today. And then I put down all the things that I want to cover today. And yeah, I think it's important that, especially with your daily to do list, try to keep it really simple but very precise. So, really only write down 2 to 3 things you want to do. Yeah, because if you start making long to do lists, it's just very likely that you're not able to finish them. And most people really overestimate what they can do per day. So, start simple, only 2 to 3 key points every day. Also, I think it's important try putting your most demanding task in the beginning. So if you want to start learning something completely new, put it first, and by the end of the day you can go through old flashcards that you already know pretty good. What I also like to do is I always have like 1 or 2 tasks which are very low effort, like doing my Duolingo daily or something like that. And sometimes when I have 5 minutes left in my study hour, then I just do my Duolingo to fill it and feel productive. Next point, track your study progress. You do like a weekly check in to see and compare your current progress to the remaining time until the exam. And if needed, do some small adjustments to your plans. Number five, how to study. Of course, this is a very big topic, and I'm going to do a video just about study techniques in the future. But for now, I'm just going to tell you quickly how I study. I usually start by just reading all the slides and writing down my own summary. I use GoodNotes for that. And during this process, I just try to understand the fundamentals without focusing too much on the details. After that, I use Anki for flashcards. You can, of course, also just do physical flashcards, whatever feels better for you. Yeah, I think it's pretty good with Anki. You can do active recalling and spaced repetition to really enhance your learning efficiency and long-term retention. If you want to step up your game, you can also start explaining the stuff you studied to someone else, or just try to explain it to yourself by speaking out loud in your room without looking at your notes. Also, I definitely recommend using ChatGPT to really break down complex structures, to create exam questions, and it can even help you to create Anki flashcards. When time is getting closer to the final exam, I always just try to really focus on getting as much information as possible about the exam. So I talk to people who already passed the exam. I try to find old questions about it. And yeah, this all really helps you to get familiar with the exam language. And usually they always have their favorite topics that are always getting questioned. So yeah, try to really prepare for the specific exam that you got. Also important, social accountability by communicating your study goals, like saying, I want to study today for 3 hours to your best friend. You're kind of committing yourself to it and you're putting a little bit more pressure on yourself to actually follow through and do it. So that really also helped me by creating this study with me channel and telling you guys I'm going to study today. Then I kind of have the responsibility to show up. So yeah, this can really help you. Finally, number 6, we also have to talk about health and well-being. While studying and hustling all day, you of course can get carried away and not take care of your health. So it's very important to set specific times when you study and specific times where you relax and rest. For example, I would recommend using Pomodoro techniques, so 60 minutes of study time, 10 minutes of break time. During study breaks, try to stretch your back, rest your eyes, and just relax a little. Also, if you study for longer than like 5, 6 hours, definitely plan in a bigger lunch break for 1 or 2 hours where you eat, maybe exercise, and just don't think about studying for a little bit. I would definitely also recommend alternating between sitting and standing study sessions, just because you're gonna get back pain after a while when you study for 10 hours a day sitting like this. Also, it's important that you try to keep a healthy and balanced diet, because of course, healthy and good quality food is also gonna improve your study quality. Of course, you can also do meal prep to save some time. Also, it's good if you try to stabilize your circadian rhythm. So try to have consistent daily routines, like getting up at 8, start studying at 10, study until 4 p.m., take a break, and then go to bed at 10 p.m. every day. So try to keep your study time, your wake up time, your bedtime consistent to build up a really good daily structure. Also, I think it's important that you set a study cutoff time. For example, 10 p.m., you're just gonna stop whatever you're doing and you're just gonna start going to bed and not thinking about studying anymore. Because it's very important that you also have a good sleep hygiene. So, really make sure to sleep at least 7 hours per day. There are just so many studies that show that good quality sleep can support your memory, can even increase your learning capacity and your focus time. So, as a final summary, get yourself a distraction free study environment, organize all your commitments within a structured calendar, do daily and long term to do lists, review your study progress weekly and adjust if needed, use active learning methods like flashcards or old exam questions, use the psychological effect of social accountability by telling others about your study plans, and also don't forget about your health and recovery. Finally, you can always do better and you can always do more, but most important is that you start and that you build up a consistent study routine over time. And if you're still here, you've already made the first step towards a better study routine. So yeah, that's something you can be proud of, and you got this. Bye bye.